Hello everybody, this is NickTheCreep and we're back today for just a fun little mashup of some of the inventions that I've come out with lately. A few little things, nothing major. Just thought we would kind of show it in a real world scenario, kind of. So just imagine, you're trying to escape somebody and go to your secret base. You don't want anyone to find you. So we can just toss this in here. And our bridge starts coming up for us here. Our submerged stepping stones. And I used the blue glass this time. It looks really cool with the water around it. Whoa, and we fell. But, you see, it comes back down behind me. You can still kind of hear some of the pistons finishing up. But yeah, it about halfway through, it starts to go back down. So if anyone was following you, they'll get stuck in the water. So we end up over here, and you don't really see anything. No buttons, no pressure plates, no holes in the ground here, no tripwires. There's nothing around. But we walk over here and we knock this block out. We fall into our all-in-one survival cube. And a lot of people like this. Some people probably didn't really care. But I've added a few little upgrades to our survival cube. It's still the same size, same dimensions. Currently there's a door here for just getting to the redstone. I'm going to show you guys a little bit. Okay, but we still have our furnaces. We've got our hoppers feeding into our chests just like before. Our clock. Pretty much everything looks exactly the same, other than maybe the paintings being changed a little. Got rid of the jukebox. Don't really care about the jukebox. Alright, but we added in a couple little things. We added in a hidden chest for all of our goodies back behind the bookcases here. We can lock it right back up. A lot of people in the other version I had the cauldron where it pulled back to and collected rainwater to refill. A lot of people wanted an infinite water source. So I went ahead and we have the cauldron and an infinite water source. And we can just fill that guy back up if we want to. We can pop right back out using the button, and to reset this, I mean, the only problem is when you knock out the block, then you have this space here. But the only way to use it again is to reset it. You have to put a block back in there. So like when you're leaving, you would put your block back in and you'd walk off, and then when you come back and you knock it out, you can get back in. Now there's another issue of when you're in here, if somebody's chasing you and they find you, you don't have anywhere to go. So we added in a secret little hall that closes in behind us with a prototype of my elevator here. And we can get away really quickly with that. We are all the way at the top of the mountain now. You can see the weird slime block visual glitches going on. But yeah, look at this view. Look at that moon. We are all the way at the top of the mountain now. And they couldn't come in behind us unless they destroyed the bookcases and all. I'll show you why. That doorway that we went through behind the bookcases is also set on a timer. Let's reset the system here. There's tons of ways you could do these buttons and stuff. Like over there, to activate the submerged stepping stones, there's a hopper minecart underground with a comparator, and it detects it and sets off a timer that will activate this and then deactivate, like I said, about halfway through it. And then we could have done something like that over here where we threw an item on the ground and it activated the door here. But this is what I went with. I wanted to try a little diversity. So we knocked that back out, and as you can see, the clock here is still set at the bottom. Like, it still has the full power it did to activate the door before, but we cut the power off after so long and closed the door back up. So you have to actually reset this. You can hear it back there. It reset itself. And then you can go through again. And we have an armor stand in there. Originally I was just going to do this as a door that opened to get to our extra armor, but I decided we needed an escape route, right? Like, well, that's okay. yeah, if we were being chased, we would need somewhere to go. Uh-oh, my bad. So, you know, the guy's chasing you over the hill here. You know, maybe he sees you throw an item on the ground here, which is very unlikely. Like, let's say we're up here, somebody's chasing us. I mean, you can see these, but you're gonna have to get them activated to be able to use them. You start working your way across, and they should be about starting to go down. Yeah, they're going down behind us. And we get those weird water glitches, but as you can see, it actually does fill all back in. So about halfway through, if he was following you, he would get dropped into the water. He wouldn't be able to make it all the way across. So he would have to swim the rest of the way, which would give you time to come over here, knock this block out. And see, he's going to have to figure out how to get down here. He has to figure out that, like, not only does he have to find that little spot, but he has to put a block in there and then take one back out to actually get the device to activate. And then by that time, if you really think he's coming after you, you can dodge off this way, and when he drops down into the cube, he might not even find this here. He might not have any idea. And you're already halfway to the top of the mountain by the time he gets down into your survival cube. You're way up here. We could make a daring escape and jump way off under the water. Or, I mean, we could even have another path that leads us off somewhere else where we could really get away. So, let's go back down here in the cube a minute. Let's pop in. So, let's take a look at some of what's going on back here. So, over here is the whole setup for the infinite water source behind the cauldron. This piston here is one of the ones that actually does our secret bookcase door. Here's a bit of the wiring, and you can see it going way up for the elevator. I believe we can walk, yeah, around the elevator here. And this is the other side, the pistons that actually pull the bookcases back before they get pulled sideways. Let's pop a block back in there. Pop a block back in there. Alright. And the signal runs around to the other side. And then over here is how we're shutting the door back off after so long. So this comparator is detecting the signal of the item frame with the clock, which sends a signal out down this way, which opens the whole mechanism. And then after 4, 8, 12, and then 16, after 16 ticks, it activates this piston, which cuts the signal back off, so it closes again behind us. And that's why you have to turn the item frame to reset the system. It'll shut this off. And then over here is the comparator behind the Nether Star item frame that runs around to our secret chest that we have hidden behind the bookcases. Alright, let's walk around this way. And then right back here is the redstone for the button that pops us up out of the hole. Let's see if we can get out of here. And it runs up here and it shuts this off so that it moves the dirt block out of the way and we can launch ourselves up, and then it closes. And then over here is the rig for the bud switch that removing the dirt and replacing it actually activates the system, and it gets cut off here and then reactivated. And that's why it has to be reset, because we needed it to close behind us. We didn't want it to stay open. And then down this way is the redstone for the stepping stones you can see here. And because of this weird glitch, we can see through them right now. There's a lot going on down here, as you can imagine, and water all over the place, dripping down from above. It could be a bad time if we got a leak in here somewhere. Alright, let's head back over this way. Back into our cube. This all actually worked out pretty good. It was pretty tight fitting it all so close together, but we managed to get it to work. We got all of our goodies. We got our infinite water. We got our escape route that we can use, or we can go back out this way, it doesn't matter. We replace this, our secret spot. And yeah, nobody's gonna find us, nobody's gonna get us. And look how high up that elevator takes us, way up there. So it'd be really hard for somebody to catch you if you were trying to escape them. And we could add all kinds of other stuff. We could put some traps around and about and all kinds of fun stuff. But I just wanted to kind of do a mashup of some of the latest things I've posted videos for, like the submerged stepping stones, the all-in-one survival cube with a few little added bonuses. And we did the elevator that we designed, an escape elevator for now. Let's pop in here and I'll show you this kind of. Here we have the minecart with the hopper feeding into a hopper. And when it gets power, it sends it out and it goes through this block up here into the timer, which is for the submerged stepping stones. And it also goes down here, which unlocks this hopper so that the items that you throw in, you can throw anything and it'll get stored in this chest. They won't stay in here and keep the system on. They'll pass on through and go on to the next place there, and then you can just collect those all up at whenever. And this is a hopper timer sort of doohickey that I saw from Azuma Void. He created this, I believe, and I just kind of used it for what I needed. So the more blocks you put in here or less, the longer or less amount of time the bridge will stay up. So we have 13 right now. And pretty much when this gets a pulse, it goes through this block, powers this, which pulls this redstone block over onto this hopper, allowing this one to feed its 13 blocks into here. And then when it does that, this comparator shuts off, which triggers this whole cycle. It pulls the block back over onto this side, which allows it to go back down. So it goes up and down. Pretty cool little system. So like I said, we can just toss whatever in there, and this bad boy starts going. And every now and then you'll even catch a squid. We might catch this guy. Yeah, look at that. Oh, and we did some damage. Let's grab some blue glass. Fix what we've done here. Alright, all good. All good. That could have been bad though. We could have just destroyed everything. Could have just flooded the whole entire inner workings. But this has been... Hey, why didn't that work? Oh, this is a problem that happens occasionally where the system reverses itself for whatever reason with this bud switch. I'm not quite sure why, but every now and then it like reverses the way it works. I think it might have something to do with updates. I don't know. Not really too sure. But this has been NickTheCreep. We're chilling in our super top secret survival cube. We're gonna go for a ride maybe if we don't get trapped in the wall. Alright, now we are in the most secret hiding place of the whole entire base. When you're in here, no one's gonna find you. But when someone tries to activate the door, you're probably gonna get crushed. Yo, this thing right now, we probably need to work the timing out a little bit better. It closes pretty quick, but it's alright. It's all good. Look at this. We are hauling butt. We are hauling. Look how high up we are now. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this. It's just a fun little thing that I felt like doing to kind of show you some of the things implemented into a survival world. It took me quite a while to put this together, even though I already knew how to build all these things. The submerged stepping stones down there, before I did 3 of them, and now you can see there's a lot more. The elevator, I don't believe I built it nearly this tall before. And the survival cube, we made a few fun little changes too to make it a little bit better. The whole goal with that was, though, to cram as much stuff into the smallest space possible. And I would say that we did pretty good with that. But guys, heyo, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe maybe if you're not already. We're going to be doing all kinds of stuff like this, guys. All kinds of stuff. I'm going to be coming up with some new Redstone stuff here soon. We're playing Crash Landing, the Feed the Beast mod pack, and we've got our Let's Play series going on, and we're even playing some Ark, Survival Evolved, full of dinosaurs. Oh, and up here you can kind of see something that I started working on, maybe. We tried to do a waterfall type deal, and I decided to scrap the idea. But, guys, if you like this, come and see some more. Follow me on Twitter if you want to stay updated with what's going on. It's twitter.com/NickTheCreep. And that's going to be it for today, everybody. I hope you enjoyed, and have a good day. Bye-bye.